morning guys, and welcome to a brand new weekly vlog. If you're new around here, my name is Astrid and I vlog every week of my life. This is week 9. We're nearly in the double digits. I think this cornflake is burnt, but it really concerned me for a minute. I thought it was a bug. Welcome to a brand new week. I just spilled milk everywhere. This is not going well this morning. This week I'm hoping to make quite a big difference with the house. This is the longest I've ever lived in a house. When I was younger we moved around quite a lot and I've really got itchy feet, like I've really got the urge to move, and I think it's just because I'm bored with my space. So I'm going to be changing everything up. I was actually looking at different coloured vinyl that I can put over the kitchen. I was thinking navy, but I think navy might actually be a bit much. So now I'm kind of thinking like a nice classy grey toned blue, but obviously I've got like sort of light grey countertops and they will be staying, so whatever it is needs to go with that. I also considered like a forest green, I don't know, so maybe I'll progress with that this week. Today I'm going to try and really crack on with work stuff. I have actually already completely tackled my email inbox, which I'm so proud of myself for, because I've had a lot going on over the last few weeks. So there are some emails that I've just been sitting there for weeks and they've had follow-ups and I haven't replied, and I really got myself into a bit of a mess over it, but I've replied now. Everyone's heard from me and now they're all going to reply to my replies, and that's the problem. Anyway, I hope you all had a lovely weekend. My weekend was good. On Saturday, well, I actually vlogged Saturday, so you can see that in last week's vlog. I went out with Maria, and then in the evening we went to see Madame Web at the cinema, because all the reviews were terrible. And the thing is, one thing about me, I love a terrible film. And I actually quite enjoyed it. It's like a superhero movie. It's got like 4 female main characters, and you know what? Slay. Although Maria turned to me at one point and went, is the baddie, has he been dubbed? Has his voice been dubbed? And I think there were like whole scenes of that film where his voice had been like re-recorded, but then not in other scenes. I don't know, it was weird. But anyway, but we did quite enjoy the film, you know, we had a good time. And then on Sunday, so yesterday, Charlie was here and we went to the cinema again to watch The Colour Purple, which is a musical that I had already seen. Charlie hadn't. I really didn't know if he would like it or not because it's quite long-winded. It's very good, but it's like the story of a woman's life and it's very heavy at points. I really didn't know which way that would go, but he loved it, which was great because I also loved it. The music is fantastic, the performances are incredible, it's beautifully shot. I think that is a really good representation of what a movie musical should be. All the songs are included as far as I know. I think a good movie musical should take what is already like a really fantastic beloved piece of media in the stage version and add the benefits of being able to use film as a medium. So like having big sets, being able to see people's faces up close more, so therefore sort of being able to read like finer details of emotion, things like that. And I think The Colour Purple did that really, really well. Unlike some other movie musicals recently, which I did enjoy watching, but they're just not as good as the stage show, are they? And then after that, we were going to go for a really long walk, but it was raining, so we didn't. It's absolutely freezing at the minute, which is so annoying because I just want it to be spring now. I honestly don't even know why I'm wearing this t-shirt in the house. I'm frozen right now. So instead we came home. I deep cleaned both bathrooms because now I have an ensuite and like a main bathroom. So I want to like remember to, when I clean one, to also clean the other. So I did that yesterday, and oh my god, I literally cleaned them to within an inch of their lives. I was doing it for hours. It feels amazing. Then I cooked such a slay dinner. I was so proud of myself. You guys will know if you've watched these vlogs before, because I always say it, I'm really not very good in the kitchen, but I am trying. And I think the reason I'm not very good in the kitchen is because I'm lazy, because I've only ever really cooked mostly for myself, and I just find it really hard to get the motivation to like make something that takes like 45 minutes to make and then it's gone in like 10 minutes and I'm the only person that's eating it. Like, who would know if I just had a garlic bread for dinner, you know? But that's not the attitude. But it is a lot easier now that Charlie's here a lot for dinners. It is easier to motivate myself to cook for 2 people than it is for 1. I've always found that, like, when I have people over, I'm so much more likely to like make the effort to cook. So last night I made sausages and mash. Charlie actually did most of the mash because he's very good at mash. But then I also did this like chili kale stuff that I loved. I bought it from an organic food shop because basically I got some kale on the food shop last week, but then they substituted it for black kale, which was like weird and rubbery, and it freaked me out, and then it went bad before I got round to it, so I binned it. And then instead I bought this organic kale from this farm shop that I was in over the weekend, and it was like £3.50 for a bag of kale, so it was an absolute rip-off, but it was delicious. And I also did peas and onion gravy, and oh, I made homemade Yorkshires, and then the extra Yorkshires that I had at the end I filled with biscuits, and it was sensational all round. And then we watched Love is Blind. And anyway, now you're all caught up on my weekend, which probably means I should do some work. I just did my makeup quite differently, and I know that you guys are probably looking at it and thinking, Amy, it looks the exact same. Let me tell you where you're wrong. In fact, Charlie.
Hello.
What do you think I've done differently to my makeup?
I don't know.
What do you think? Can you notice any changes?
Well, apart from you telling me that you dyed your eyebrows earlier.
Yeah, I did dye my eyebrows earlier. Anything that's different to how I normally do it?
You don't have winged.
They're brown instead of black. Yeah?
Oh, wait, you do? Okay.
But they are different, well done.
You don't have any of that sparkly shit on your face.
Highlighter, yeah. Actually, I don't have any highlighter on, you're right.
No, I don't.
No? Okay.
What is it?
I just use different products. I was just wondering what you would pick up on.
I picked up on two things.
You did, yeah. I used a different concealer. Rather than using my Bobbi Brown one, I used this Maybelline Eraser because I knew that I was going to use a slightly lighter coverage foundation today. So I wanted a bit of a like heavier duty concealer. Really like that, by the way. Then I used my Clinique Anti-Blemish Solutions foundation. This foundation, I used this for about 10 years, maybe longer, every single day. I use it in the shade 2. But I stopped using it when I started using Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless foundation, just because I loved how flawless that made me look. But I've had quite a few breakouts lately, and I don't think it's the foundation because I've been using that for years, but I'm going to go back to using this for a little while on days when I'm not doing like big shoot days or anything. So like it's slightly sheerer coverage. I used loads of different stuff. I got a bit carried away. I used this Be Perfect Jack Jotter collab, which is from Superdrug. It is a shape stick, and I used that for like contour. So I did like the cheekbones, the jawline, just a little bit around the head for a bit of shape, the nose, and then I used it for eyeshadow as well. And then I used the Clinique liquid, this isn't really a liquid, but cream blush, which I really like. This is the shade Amped Up Apple, and it used to be my absolute favourite when I worked there, and I completely forgot about it. I covered my face in this, which is from Revolution, but I don't know what it's called, but it's like the translucent powder. I love this stuff. It costs like £3 or something in Superdrug. It's so good. I don't really go into Superdrug a lot, to be honest. Pretty much only to buy, like to repurchase that. Then, like Charlie noticed, I swapped my eyeliner over to a brown one instead of a black one, because it looks more natural, I thought, and he confirmed that because he said I didn't have any winged eyeliner on, when I definitely do. But oh, and in my brows, I used dye brow, like permanent hair dye, but for eyebrows, that I got off TikTok shop. There's a video on my TikTok if you want to watch like the process of it. And then I just used, normally I have to like fill my brows in from scratch, and they take me like 10 minutes on their own. Today, I just used Gimme Brow. This, like, I literally just put a bit of that through it. It was fantastic. Those of you who feel like you've been personally victimised by my random coat hangers are going to be very pleased with what I'm about to do. A couple of weeks ago, Charlie made me buy, well, he didn't make me. It was more my TikTok comments actually that made me. I don't know why everyone takes such issue. All I do with my coat hangers is when they say, do you want the hanger? I say, yes, please. Charlie's just standing down a wall. And so, as a result of that, I just have like all mismatched hangers. And are they a bit rubbish? Yeah, like they snap really easily. They're quite crap. But buying like all matching hangers was just genuinely something I'd never considered. But everyone on TikTok was so offended when I was doing all my declutters and stuff by my non-matching hangers. It was truly like an effect of the declutter series that I was not anticipating. Hangers are really expensive, guys. I bought 40, I think, in the end, and it cost, I actually can't remember how much. but like more money than I want to spend on something that I just don't really feel is necessary to my life. But if everyone says that I need it, then maybe I do. So I'm gonna try out putting all my coats on these and seeing if it makes me feel more put together. But I also think I'm actually going to do like a little mini coat declutter now as well, because obviously we're at the end of the season. So when I decluttered my coats before, it was before winter, so I didn't know which coats I would actually use. But now we're right at the end of the winter and there are actually several coats in here that I have not worn once. So I think that is a sign that some of them can go, I think, and I'm surprised by which ones they are. There are actually several coats like on the floor. I can't show you actually without moving like the whole angle of the tripod, but the ones that are on the floor because they've been used and then I've hung them back up and they've fallen off the hanger. So those ones aren't the ones that need to go. This is like a kind of half coat, half blazer. It's like zebra. And I think it's so cool. It would look so cool on other people. I've just never worn it and I don't think it suits me.
I think I'd suit that.
Do you? So it's gonna go.
What? It's like Macklemore.
This jacket I love. It's from Hollister. I really like it, but I just have not reached for it this year. And that's really surprised me, but oh, I do like it. I do. Should I keep it or not? I'm going to keep this one because there are several others I'm going to get rid of. Oh, which means I need to change the hanger. Forgot what we were doing in the first place. The first wooden hanger is in. I do really like this jacket. I kind of feel like actually this is another one that hasn't had its season yet, so I'm not sure if I'll wear it. It's a lot smarter than a lot of my other like jackets, and it only comes down to, you can't see, but like sort of mid-thigh. So I think I am going to keep it for spring, and maybe I'll try and like revisit this in like the peak of summer as well to see which ones I did and didn't end up using for spring. Maybe actually once I've worked out which ones I'm getting rid of, I should order it by season, because like this puffer coat for example, well, to be fair I would still wear this now, but when it comes to like proper spring, I hope I won't have a need for it. I feel like this might be a contender to go at some point because I have several other puffers that I really like, but I did wear this a fair few times because of the Mean Girls movie. I wore this to several Mean Girls themed events because it was freezing cold and I needed a pink jacket. Logic would kind of say that sometimes I apparently need a pink jacket, because actually I think I wore a lot of pink around the Barbie movie release as well because of doing social media for my job. I end up going to a lot of like themed events around these things. Oh, I just found a camera battery and a lipstick. Oh, a matte lipstick. That looks lovely. Yeah, I like that. That is the MAC Locked Kiss in shade Mischief. Next up, this coat is staying. Oh, I nearly hit myself in the face. This is like a long line, I don't even know what you would call this, like a collared, quite smart coat. It's still got the tag in. Why do so many of my clothes still have the tag in? It's not intentional, it's just I forget to take them out. Anyway, this coat I wore a lot around Christmas time, and it's really good when you need something a bit smarter. This one is a surprise. I love this jacket, really I do. I love the colour of it. If you saw the declutter where I did the coats before, Jess was like, do not throw that one away, or if you do I'll have it. Obviously I'm not going to throw it away, but I will offer it to Jess because I just haven't reached for it. I've thought about it a few times, but I actually think it hits me in slightly the wrong place. It really sits on my hips, and I think I quite often want either a cropped jacket or an oversized, and this is neither of those things. Slay.
I am Cruel Deville.
It's Cruella.
Cruella?
And she preys on Dalmatians, not zebras.
Hey, I'm now a model. Hashtag spawn, hashtag ad.
It's not a hashtag spawn or a hashtag ad. Yeah, guys, I think this is going. I'm quite surprised by that.
I think you looked quite slay in it the other day.
I didn't wear this the other day.
You did? You've worn it before with it when we've been for a walk.
Have I?
I think so.
I don't think I have. Please show them what you're trying to do. This isn't how this coat is meant to be worn.
It is.
No, it isn't. It's meant to be worn like...
Also,
in a cool way.
It's a cool t-shirt, isn't it?
It's my t-shirt.
It's not your t-shirt.
Can you guys let me know what you think in the comments? I'm very torn. This one is breaking my rules because this is one I know I haven't worn. But I think it's really cool. Let's try and get you a bit further away so you can see what I'm talking about. This is like a varsity jacket, and I've worn it a handful of times since I owned it, but I've definitely not worn it yet this year. But I do feel like this could be for spring, so I'm going to try and wear this in the spring, and if I don't, then I will get rid of it. This is a jacket that I got quite recently. I got it from Next, and I've actually never worn it outside because every time oh actually I have once, but only like for a couple of minutes when I was shooting, because I really like it. I actually don't think the colours suit me very well. I've actually had my colour analysis done since this, and I think that might be correct. I don't think this is the right kind of beige for me.
I think you look quite cute in it.
Thank you. I also think it's too long, too oversized.
Wait, I swear you've got one that looks like that.
This is mine.
No, but I swear that you've got another one. That one.
That's fluffy. And blue.
It looks the same.
So these are the jackets that I foresee wearing for spring. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. And if there are any that I don't wear between now and about August, I think they have to go. And then over here, these are more like my winter coats, but so they can stay there undisturbed for a few months, hopefully. And then I'm getting rid of 4, which is actually really good considering I've already decluttered this cupboard like a few months ago, and at the time I think I almost halved my coats, which is hilarious to think about because I actually couldn't tell you what I got rid of. I can't remember them. Which I think tells you everything you need to know. It is 7:30. I am still working, but Charlie has been cooking. That's pork. Oh my god, it smells amazing. I'm so excited to see this. He's made ramen. Would you like to talk us through this dish?
Yeah, this is just, I mean, this has been drying in the fridge for the last 24 hours.
We love a prepared king. I'm still filming.
I got bronchitis. Right now, man, I got time for that.
My life used to be so peaceful.
My life used to be so peaceful. Who's the one that's just make you a bottle of squash?
What are you doing? I'm so tired.
I'm tired as well.
Please, just let me film this. I'm trying to film some videos for my beauty channel. And it's so late and I just wish I was in bed if I'm honest. Good morning guys, how are we all doing? I'm actually starting the vlog slightly later today because I spent most of my morning filming and editing for my beauty channel. I've got a brand job going up on there later in the week, so I was doing most of that. And I also cleaned the building site that I'm currently calling my office. I had to paint over the 100k, well Charlie helped me with it, and it literally looked like a pigsty in here not too long ago, so I filmed a time lapse because I find them so satisfying, and I will show you that now. So right now it has just gone 1 PM and Charlie's been in charge of lunch today, which I believe means air fryer chicken nuggets, and I'm thrilled about that. What delicacies are we serving here today?
It's breadcrumb chicken.
Oh, is it?
Little bits.
Yeah? What, little bits?
Yeah.
Is that the technical term?
Yeah.
And how did you make these?
I chopped up loads of chicken, put bread.
Jesus Christ, Charlie, how many nuggets are on those plates?
I love you.
lunch is done and the girls are actually about to arrive because they're going to help me with some painting today. Look who we've got here.
Hi!
All of the girlies in one place, and it's not even a girlies IRL event. That's crazy.
What?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Stop it! Oh my god! That's Chloe. Oh my god! Wait. Malibu have sent us some biscuits to say thank you for running the brunch tour, but we've got an unexpected surprise when we opened up the biscuits because there's a biscuit of each of us. Jess, I've got you! This is absolutely hilarious. Right.
Guess
Yes.
what I have? Johnny, look.
Do you want a biscuit with my face on it?
We all look the same.
Why do we all look the same?
Because you do all look the same. Look.
What the
Look. Oh my
Maria.
god.
That's Maria.
That is Maria.
That's Maria.
That's Maria.
That's Jess. That's Chloe.
That's Chloe. That's Amy.
I was about to
that's
say
Abby.
that does not look like any. That's amazing.
That's definitely.
Oh my god. We just opened a
She's
random
even got
box.
the tongue out with the teeth.
Yeah.
Oh my god, let's see.
You.
Wait,
You.
That is so you.
That's
so you.
wild.
What the fuck? We need to take a picture with these.
That's so funny. The green corridor is about to be no more because we are about to paint it white. So we've taken absolutely everything out. It feels so empty in here. We've put tape over all of the like fixtures. And it's time to get painting. Right, so we've got 2 rollers and 3 brushes. Who would like to paint? Who would like to roll? You would like a roll. Go on.
Which one?
Whichever.
This one. Yeah.
Alright.
I'll do the
Feels
roll.
more like I would like.
Yeah, I bet. And I'll do a paintbrush with you then.
Do you do it two-handed, one-handed?
I'd say
Whatever
two-handed.
feels right.
Abby Nunn, I've got a special job for you.
What is it?
If you look at this pole behind you,
Whoa.
there is also a step ladder.
Well,
A step ladder, but I think we'll need that for cutting in. So see if you can use that.
Yeah.
Do you 2 want to start down this end, and us 3 will start cutting in over here? So we've got separate paint
Yes.
pots,
Good idea.
and then we'll swap.
Yes.
Choose your character.
Ready to roll. But what do I do? Do I just...
Roll it along here. Basically, you have to make sure the whole thing is covered in white.
Oh yeah, so it's not there.
Maria hasn't painted before.
I've never picked it for my life. What the fuck?
Yeah, you get
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Bit
yeah.
some more.
Oh, go on.
Don't be shy, do some more. And like lift
Careful, it's gonna splash
Maria.
up at you.
When you're doing that, lift it and keep rolling.
Oh,
Like
God, it does splash, doesn't it?
lift
Yeah.
it and bring it back and roll.
No. Yeah, I think that's enough dips
But like
now.
lift it so it comes back and keep roll again. Just like onto the thingy.
Like that, so you get like
An even distribution.
Oh,
yeah,
a
like
lift,
that.
I see what you mean.
a lift and roll method.
Yeah.
Now go on, this is going to be the first bit.
Oh my god, virgin walls.
Well, they are green.
Oh.
Why
does it look
It's
like that?
wet.
Why
Oh.
does it look like that, guys? Keep going.
Yeah, it'll be okay. It's just water.
And
Yeah, that's it.
get some more area. Go on, girl.
Go on.
Yeah.
Go on.
Go on, don't step in it.
Water at me. Grab that bit that's dribbling.
Wow, guys.
You got
Don't
this,
step in the
girlfriend.
paint.
To the left.
Guys, what the fuck?
To the left, girl. Yeah, you got this.
The whole wall is basically done.
God,
Yeah.
she's really getting the hang of it now.
We'll be done by 6 p.m.
Will we?
I think it's like
And
5:59
guys,
now.
guys at the low one.
Yeah, look. And you can go
Oh,
sideways,
you've got
Maria.
some dribbles that you need
Whoa!
Maria.
Dribble.
Maria, go
Whoa.
landscape.
Maria, stop dribbling.
Oh,
Careful of
God.
the lid.
It's not giving white yet, is it? It's
No. This bit's a little bit tricky because it goes like behind.
We tried to tape as good as possible.
I did, yeah, I did an
You did a good job.
But I feel like the paintbrush is hindering my success with getting behind it. I need something a little bit finer to get right back. But do you know what? I'm doing what I can with the tools that I've been given, and that's all that can be asked of me.
Exactly. If you do your best, that's the best you can do. Have you watched the thing in SpongeBob where they paint Mr. Krabs' house? And it like drips down the wall, and that's what this is like, because he gets paint on his first dollar,
Oh.
so we
Why
can't
do you
get
know that?
paint on Amy's first dollar.
No, not on her first one.
You guys watched the SpongeBob episode where they're painting Mr. Krabs' house and they get paint on their first dollar.
On the $1 thing. His first Krabby Patty. Yeah. And
His first dollar that he ever earned.
Yeah. He got a splash of paint on it.
This is what this feels like.
It's so true.
We're getting paint on Amy's first dollar. You join me on the floor, but Abby is painting around the mirror gap.
Oh.
So,
Sorry.
And it's really going to highlight the paint job.
Yeah, the wonderful paint.
looking very white down that end.
It is indeed. Very white indeed.
Yeah,
This is actually quite glorious.
it's going very well.
If
If you ever need to paint a room, I would highly recommend just asking all your friends to come and help, because then it goes so much quicker.
Just offer us some food and a warm place. That's all.
And we're gonna have burgers. Food has arrived. Oh my god, we've got some hungry girls over here. Oh my god, I'm so pleased right now. Good morning guys, welcome to Wednesday. I'm just getting ready to go out. The weather is grim, so I don't really know what to wear because all of the cute little outfits I had in my head are not going to work out today. This is a pair of old pyjama bottoms. I love them, they're from Next, and I've not worn them in so long, and I just found them and I was like, oh my god, they're so comfy, I'm going to put them on while I get ready. I think there is like no elastic in them anymore or something, because they are like not staying up at all. Not in like a they're too big for me way. I feel like I can still feel the like elastic band in them. Can elastic just sort of stop working? Because there is like there's no like in these. They're not staying up. I think I'm gonna have to get rid of them, which is very upsetting because I love these pyjamas. Look, they've got really cute like, ooh, not my foot. They've got really cute like little woodland creatures on them. Alexa, pause the music. I've been listening to 6 while I'm getting ready, but I think I've worked out what to wear. It's kind of boring, but I think it's right like warmth wise. Maybe, I might be a bit cold. But then I'm gonna put this bag with it to make it a bit more exciting. What do we think? And then I've got like chunky white trainers on, black wide leg trousers. I think it's fine. Even though it's cold, I'm still going with sunglasses on head. I made it out of the house and I found a wild Jess. We are here today at this Whole Foods in Kensington because By Women Built, which is this company with this window display here, it's all about like championing female founded businesses, female owned businesses, and they've got an event on for International Women's Day. So we're gonna go and learn about the things that have been made by women.
And actually a lot of these brands that are in the window, I wouldn't have even been able to tell you that they were like female founded, but I've just spied there is a like glass jar of butter beans that I keep seeing people talk about, that they're like the best butter beans. So
I don't know if I've ever had a butter bean.
sure you must have done in your time.
I don't think I
Have you ever
have.
had like a 5-bean chili? There would have been one in there.
No, I don't think so.
To be fair, this girl used to live off like
Microwave
Yes.
meals. I don't anymore.
On a shelf, like
Absolutely.
a collection on a shelf, almost as if that's what that is.
Definitely.
collection on a shelf.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're in
actually,
TK Maxx now. We're looking at the candles. Oh, I won't. We're in TK Maxx and we're looking at the candles. Look how cute
Look,
these
they look
little
like cans. And then it comes
cans
off.
are.
Smell it. Did you like it?
It's lovely. It's a bit
I was
sweet.
asking everyone at home, not you.
There's also orange cream and lemon splash.
I'm actually going to get myself this
And I've
one.
got some presents for people and I'm holding it off the frame.
Maria's very organised this year. I faked tan yesterday and it has literally made me feel like a new person. Today is the 29th of February, so it's the leap day, which is fun. So I'm actually filming a little TikTok vlog on my phone of what I get up to today, but mostly it's just going to be spending the day at home, trying to like catch up on everything, because I've just got a lot of like unfinished projects at the moment. Starting off with this like spring fashion video that I'm filming today. You guys will have hopefully already seen it because it should already be up on my channel, but I've been meaning to film it for like the last 2 days. And I've been struggling a little bit with my body image recently, so sometimes getting dressed for a camera just feels very like disingenuous when I don't feel fantastic. And so I've been putting it off, but today I feel a lot better, I feel a lot calmer. Yesterday my anxiety was really bad. I woke up and felt like I'd had about 5 coffees, like I could feel my heart rate, it was not good. So I just had quite a chill evening in. Jess came over, we watched Love on the Spectrum, it was brilliant. And now today, this is actually my first day by myself at home in so long. Like, I don't need to leave the house, or maybe I do. I might need to go to the post office at one point, but other than that I don't need to leave, and like that literally never happens. So I'm going to make the most of it. I'm going to get a load of stuff done. This morning I've been listening to Grace Beverley's podcast, Working Hard, Hardly Working. I love her podcast, by the way. But it was an old episode that came up on my YouTube For You page thing. They don't call it a For You page on YouTube, do they? Like YouTube homepage. And it was a solo episode, so she didn't have a guest on, and it was just her talking about like navigating your 20s. And it was so good. She said several stats that really like surprised me, but that I thought were really refreshing to hear. It was things like, apparently 40% of people in their 20s move back in with their parents at some point. The average number of jobs to have throughout your 20s is 7. That like everybody's average weight does go up year on year in their 20s, because even though like obviously we're kind of taught that you do your growing during puberty, like you do still continue to grow all the way through your 20s and all the way through your life, like not necessarily grow but change. And it's stats like that that I think sometimes are just really helpful to hear, so I just wanted to pass them along, because I feel a lot of the time at the moment like I am not quite where I want to be. To be honest, I'm getting it a lot about my like financial literacy. I'm not bad with money, but I'm not, like, I definitely could be more educated about it, and that's something that I am actively looking to change at the moment. I'm listening to a lot of podcasts about like investing and audiobooks about money and things like that to try and like teach myself more, because at the minute everything's so expensive that I feel like I don't have a lot of spare money to put into anything. But actually that kind of makes me feel like, okay, a bit of a fresh start then. Let's go back to basics. Let's learn about what I could do that would kind of future-proof myself. I don't know. I currently use Plum for like investment funds, which I find really, really easy. But that is literally as far as my knowledge goes. So yeah, that's something I'm looking to change at the moment. But I'm looking to change many things, including the fact that my hallway wall is still half painted. So I'm going to do that today. Right, I finished filming and editing that video. That was a very quick turnaround. But I realised I didn't get any pictures of the outfits on for a thumbnail, and I also need to do a TikTok and a reel for Instagram about the bits as well. I'm trying to work smarter, not harder. I've got popcorn in my throat. Right, the hauls are done. Well, I did it as one big haul for YouTube. I have an ASOS and an H&M one, but I did it, yeah, as like one big video for YouTube, but then as 2 separate videos for TikTok, and that is literally all I've done with my day. It is now 10 to 4, it's so dark, and I've just realised all I've eaten is popcorn, which is so stupid. Look at my t-shirt though. I'm obsessed with this. Rice Krispies, and it says Snap, Crackle and Pop. It's amazing. Should we go and have a look in the fridge? I don't even know what I've got. I'm starving. There is barely anything in here at the moment. It looks fairly full, but it's all like yogurts, apples, which I can't eat because I'm allergic to them. Charlie bought them and then hasn't eaten them yet. There's some bacon. I could make a bacon roll. There's also some kale, some of that expensive kale. Oh, I could do myself like a sausage and mash type situation for later. Right, I'm going to the shops. It is suddenly so dark. I just got back. Oh, I thought that was the hallway light switch, but it's not. It's the toilet light switch. And I don't know why I thought it was the hallway light switch, because I've lived here for 6 years and the hallway light switch has never moved. So yeah, I got some giant Monster Munch because they were on sale. And who am I to turn down an opportunity like that? I also got a mini baguette to use with the bacon that's in the fridge. And then I saw the like dine in for 2 for £12 thing. And obviously I'm here by myself, but I'm also here by myself tomorrow. So I was like, well, work smarter, not harder, my slogan at the minute. I'll buy 2 dinners in one go and they'll be like easy and delicious. So I bought 2 steaks, some chips. I'm going to use some of the kale that's left over in the fridge. And I bought some petit pois for the freezer, which are so much better than garden peas, by the way. You had to get a dessert with it, so I got these Taste the Difference chocolate melting puddings. God, they look absolutely sensational. Although I dropped them on the way back into the house and I felt like such an idiot. But there's now a piece of plastic on top of one of them where they're like, thing has split, so I need to somehow fish that out before I eat them, but that is a later problem. And then to get that deal you also have to get a drink, but it's annoying because I don't drink much alcohol, but I'm also allergic to apples, and there's 2 apple based drinks in the offer, or wine I think, or beer, or Lucky Saint, which is alcohol free beer that I don't drink but Charlie does, so I bought those for next time he's here. And for now gonna make myself a bacon sandwich to keep me going. I'm trying to make like a really conscious effort to use up everything that's in the fridge at the minute. As you guys will know, if you saw the declutter where I did my snack cupboard, I had a really bad problem with food waste, and I have done for a long time. I'm not diagnosing myself with anything because I don't think it's very productive, but I will say that I do have a lot of problems with my object permanence, as in if it's not in front of me, it doesn't exist to me, and therefore when food is in cupboards or in the fridge a lot of the time, I forget that it's there and I just buy new food instead of using what's in there. So I'm on quite a mission to, even when I do buy new things, also make sure that I'm using up what's in here. And actually, when I bought these chips, I didn't realise that I had potatoes in there, which was silly, but so I might freeze these and make mash instead to use those up, because I'm really trying, and it's going well. In here at the moment I have kale, which I'm using, lemons, which I'm not, potatoes, which I probably will, apples, which I can't eat, pancetta, which Charlie uses for carbonara, because he's very good at carbonara, but also they don't go off for ages. Yeah, 10th of April. The chips and the steak that I just bought, some milk, which I think goes off, or went off yesterday. So I might make some peppercorn sauce and try and use the end of that today. Or actually, I'll put it in the mash, some of that. Some Muller Corners, which last ages, some alcohol-free beer, and then obviously I've got like condiments here. But so it's going pretty well. And in fact, I'll put the Lucky Saints in as well. But I'm just trying to get into the habit of, first of all, weekly food shops, which I actually didn't do this week because Charlie's not here, so it's just me. I just really struggle to like cook for just one person. It's not that I don't want to cook it, it's just that it feels like such a waste of time, but I know that I should maybe try and get out of that mindset because it's silly. Because I have had a takeaway 2 days in a row and I really don't want to do that anymore. I've just spent most of the evening painting a second coat on some of the hallway. Oh my god, it takes so much longer when I don't have 5 people here. I was thinking it was going to take 3 coats based on how patchy the original coat was. Like, this is what we all did the other day. And I was like, there's no way one more coat will cover that. But actually, it has done a really good job. I think just around the like edges where I've done the cutting in, it might need an extra coat in some places. But like, this is part of the wall that I've just done this evening. Obviously, some of it is still wet, so you can see slight patchy areas. But up here is what it looked like before. So it is like worlds apart. And then this wall I have done, but not that top bit. I just could not bring myself to get back on the step ladder. I'm hoping 2 coats will be okay because it just takes so long, and also paint is expensive, and I know that I want to completely change the hallway again soon. I don't want to keep it white. I'm just kind of making it white so that it is a blank canvas. So I'm thinking I'm going to do 2 coats, and it will be slightly patchy still in places, but I'm going to try and like expedite the process of getting the hallway done. I'm going to make it my #1 priority. Which means now I need to work out what I want in here, because part of me wants wallpaper in some of it or all of it. I did consider wallpapering like this bit, which is just when you come in, and then putting a mirror there and a little table maybe. But I also love the idea of having a chair there. There's paint on the floor, don't ask about it. That is actually the original paint, the green paint. I've ordered some White Spirit, which is arriving tomorrow, which I think will take that off, fingers crossed. Yeah, I'm very undecided. And then part of me was like, oh, what if I go for wallpaper all the way down? That would look really cool. And it would look really cool, but I can't tell if it would be a bit much. I guess it depends on what the wallpaper is, and it would also take 10 million years. But also if you look down the corridor, you can see just how many doors there are. There are so many doors in here. And previously I had green walls, but all of the doors were still white. Whereas now I would quite like to try paneling the doors and painting the doors and the door frames a colour, and then having the walls a complementary colour maybe. I just don't know how bold to go, guys. Like, I want to go bold. I want to feel like I've like made really intentional choices, and I kind of, the vibe that I'm going for is like a boutique hotel, or like, you know, the Ivy restaurants. I really like their decor, but I can't work out how extreme to go with it, basically. I don't know. Although I got a message from Chloe this evening asking if I wanted to go to, oh, what did she call it? Sostrene Grene or something tomorrow. I've probably just butchered that. I've never heard of it, but apparently it's like a cross between tiger and anthropology. So I will be there, which means you will as well. I'm also feeling like really weirdly emotional this evening because I get weird about the passing of time sometimes. And like every new year, I think I said it in my first one of these vlogs, every new year I'm like, oh my god, it's so weird. What's gonna happen this year? Like this time next year, everything could be so different. And with it being the leap day today, in the leap year, I just keep thinking like, oh god, when I think about how different my life looked the last 29th of February we had in 2020, it was just before lockdown. I think things would have been so different if it weren't for the pandemic. I really do think it has like completely changed the trajectory of a lot of people's lives, and it's just so weird to think that if that hadn't happened, things would be so different. Life looked so different back then. And I'm 27 right now, and I'm thinking, god, the next time there's a 29th of February, I'll be 31. Will I still live in London? Maybe not. What the hell will my life look like at 31? The next time there is a 29th of February? Who knows? Should I like be writing some goals or something? I feel like I should be... No, I think I'm being silly. I get really in my own head about these things, if you hadn't noticed. Good morning, I'm just about ready to leave the house. Look at my outfit today. I've gone for something, well, so I had my colour analysis done. I still need to film a YouTube video where I properly read through it, but like, I get the gist, and it's navy and silver jewellery, which really surprised me because I'm a gold girl. So I've got some just like cheap silver jewellery because I'm going to give it a go. So this is my first day wearing all silver, which feels like a big deal to me, but obviously does not to anyone else. And then I've got this stripy top that I got from H&M that was in my haul that I filmed yesterday. Some navy wide leg trousers from River Island. I feel like I don't want this jacket, but I think I'm going to be cold if I don't take it. And then, oh, I need to do something about the strap of this bag. I love this bag, by the way. It is by a brand called Matt and Nat, and it's just like quite big and it fits everything I need in, apart from these headphones which just don't fit in any bag. They are so good. Oh, okay, no, they sort of, they fit in there enough. Can I go no jacket? It is quite sunny. Should I just do it? I'm feeling kind of rebellious. I'm only going out for a little bit, so I don't think I'll regret it that much. I'm gonna go no jacket. I'm gonna do it, guys. What do we think of the fit? If I am not wearing the jacket, should I be wearing this crossbody? Maybe, to give it a bit of pizzazz. Oh, the hardware on my bag is silver too. I didn't plan that out, but at least it matches my jewellery. Okay. Yeah, I think that's cute. I think this is the fit for today. Right. Let's go learn about skincare, guys. I just saw a woman get off the tube in flip-flops and a dressing gown. And I need to know the story. Oxford Circus is very good weathered this morning. I feel like we've had some good luck, and actually I'm not even that cold. So that is definitely a success. I hardly ever come into central London anymore. On purpose, I'm trying to spend more time at home. But it's so weird to remember that like big London is so close to my house. Like I spent years and years of my life living in Norwich. I only moved here when I was 22. 22? Yeah, 22. And I used to travel up to London all the time for like weekends or day trips, like to see West End shows, and it always felt like such a big deal. And while I don't necessarily think I will live here for too many more years, it is very cool for now. Wow, we've arrived and it's so glittery.
Jazzy.
And it's all silver in celebration of my silver jewellery experiment that I'm conducting today.
I thought you were wearing silver. Were you wearing it in your vlog?
Last week.
Because I couldn't tell if your necklace, because your gold one, sometimes it lights look silver.
Yeah, no it does. No, it wasn't. This is my first time.
Nice.
Yeah. Don't know how I feel about it. We are here at this like skincare pop-up event. Boost. Huh?
It just says boost.
Boost. What does?
Big.
Oh, it does.
It was just I was quite drawn to the big pink writing.
The big pink writing. We found these cake pops.
Yeah.
Always gravitating towards the food. I've never had a cake pop.
Yeah, so either they are like I've had cake pops where I've gone, oh my god, that is the greatest thing I've ever eaten. Or it has, I remember eating one, putting it in my mouth, and it was like it had like no flavour, and I was so excited to eat it because the previous one was so good. And I was like, and they were from the same place, but they were like two different flavours.
Oh.
And I had one, I was like, that was incredible, oh my god, have the other one, and it tasted like actual coffee. I've never tasted anything like it in my life.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
Good
Fingers
luck.
crossed then. Here we are at Sostrene Grene.
Apparently this place is excellent.
I've heard very good reviews and I'm excited.
From one Abigail mum.
It looks quite intriguing.
Yeah.
Serene, is it? They have a little Easter section. Oh, look at this ribbon. And the little chicks. Yeah, they are tiger prices. You're right, Chloe. Yeah. The mugs are absolutely sensational. I love this purple one. I love it because it's like indented. Some of them are more like this little blue one that's like printed on. I don't like that as much. Wow, they love Easter in here. This is a really cute little table setting though.
Get on board with decor wise.
Yeah, I said this when I was in Home Sense the other week. I just don't really, I love an Easter egg, but that's the extent of it really. Absolutely. We can hear bubbling from the other side.
It's like being in an amusement park. Not an amusement, like an interactive, oh, we're in the Glasgow interactive experience.
Oh, the Willy Wonka one. I cannot stop. You know what? That New Year's Eve party that we were invited to last year, where the theme was iconic moments from the previous. Yeah, if that happens again next year.
The Oompa Loompa, Willy Wonka.
Exactly. Job done.
Job done. Jess and Abby can also pick a character, and then
well, there were 2 Willy Wonkas, so yeah.
So we'll have 2 Oompa Loompas, the unknown,
and 2 Willy Wonkas.
I think I will get the job of Oompa Loompa because I am orange and small.
Oh, obviously this is what's bubbling. I read a LinkedIn post once from like a CEO who was saying that the future of shopping post-pandemic was all about creating experiences, and I think this shop might be a result of that post.
The Glasgow experience has nothing on this.
Look, they've even got prints. I really like this little breakfast print. God, that's a really good price for a mirror, £74. It's huge. That one is £37.90.
That's incredible actually,
That's huge.
You should think about one of those for your house.
I should. Here I am back in my messy office, and I've just been here. I made a TikTok about all of the new shows that are opening on the West End this month, and then it made me realise that I needed to quickly confirm some bits for the next Girlies IRL Theatre Club event. If you guys saw my early weekly vlogs, you will know that we have a theatre club as part of Girlies IRL, where basically people can come along on their own and buy a ticket through our website, and we will all be sat together so that we can all meet each other and make new stagey friends, and also get to see shows even if we don't know other people who would be up for seeing said shows. So far we already have Mean Girls booked in for September, but obviously September is a really long way away, and also they didn't have any weekend availability, so it had to be on a Friday night. Whereas this time I've managed to get a Saturday matinee booked for mid-April. Show I'm not allowed to say, but it was very highly requested. But the title of the show and the tickets will be being announced sometime next week. So follow me on Instagram, and also follow Girlies IRL if you don't already, to make sure that you don't miss that. You can also join, if you type into Facebook Girlies IRL Theatre Club, there's like a whole separate Facebook group. It's got like 500 people in it, and we all love theatre and just chat about theatre really. So if that sounds like something that would be up your street, feel free to join us. That felt a little bit like an ad plug. I suppose it was for my own company, but I'm just enthusiastic, okay? I'm gonna end this vlog here, but I just wanted to say a quick thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you again next week for vlog 10. Double digits, baby!